All right. Wish you could say, gotta spruce up the house or company. Nice. Enjoy company, Ven. Good luck. Keep being awesome. You as well. Hey, Neffers. It's like when your heartburn goes out of control. Take meds for it. Have been for a while. It feels like it's going from front to back. Probably acid. If you feel pain in your left arm when that occurs, seek aid promptly. Yeah, I think it was just like I have hair or something in my shirt that was poking me. At least that's what it felt like. But I mean, I suppose it could be heartburn. You know, I typically have spicier food, I guess. I don't know. So, but heartburn's never been, you know, too awful for me. All right, let's go ahead. If I click over here, it might show, it might lag, it might show the black screen. Apparently it's not lagging, but it's not showing the game yet either. All right, well, if it's not lagging, I'll stay on this screen. Usually we have kind of encoding lag when OBS is trying to detect Minecraft. Oh, there it goes. Nice. All right, so this is the mod pack here. Been playing this one for a little while. I did preload the Lost Cities dimension. I went out I don't know, maybe like 5 or 10,000 blocks. And then I did the same in the end as well. I was hoping that the end would get benefited because we need to do it for the Chaos Guardian. We'll need to fly out, you know, 10,000 blocks or 5,000 blocks. I don't remember what the quest book said for, you know, loading those chunks. So it's the same pack you happen to be playing. It's because you said something, Raimu. It's because you said something. So I was like, yep, I need to play that pack. That's also the same pack that we have on the sub server as well. But yeah, hope you're doing well, Neffers. All right, so the world is loaded. That's good. That's a good sign. What do you call a fake noodle? An impasta. Definitely heard that one before. Decided to take over the top of the stone mineshaft as your new base. Nice. All you gotta do, Raimu, all you gotta do, just fly to it. You know, just fly down to it. It's clearly you have a jetpack. Just jump over the side, you'll be fine. You know, nothing will go wrong. All right, how's our plutonium looking? 20,000 plutonium, very nice. And what about the magentite stuff? We got almost 2,000 of it. Okay. Just got blasted by something in a firm mob underneath you? Yeah, probably. If you get like hit by lightning or thrown in the air, yeah, all of those things. All those things definitely happen. How's our storage? 33.5, okay. Lightning then on fire. Yep. Yep, that is definitely an inferno mob. Let's take a quick peek at this thing. See if there's anything coming into the system that we don't store in drawers. Doing okay, thanks. Feel a bit tired. We'll be like a zombie when you go see your dad tomorrow. Utterly wrecked on the way home, but you feel the need to check in on him face to face. Yeah, I'm glad to hear you can spend time with him. Oops, I did that backwards. So it looks like not much is going in here, which is nice. Let's take a quick check to see if there's anything. Okay, not very much. So it's probably just on server start that we get some new things to go in there. All right. So Enderman seeds was something we were talking about because we needed pearls. We needed pearls to be able to make the duralumin stuff, the durasteel, yeah, this stuff. Because this guy here was aluminum ender pearl scrap. We have scrap coming in, we have aluminum coming in, we don't have ender pearls. So yeah, let's set up a soul jar. So we need a soul extractor. All right, then what do we need? Solium. Prosperity. Just make a couple of them. Okay, and how many ingots do we need? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, almost as many as we made. What is that? Gold sword. 1, 2. Solium dagger. I might need some of this stuff in my inventory for the quest books, so let's just hold on to it and see what it requires. Looks like it doesn't require any of those. Okay. Solium base seed. Okay, so we'll need that one. Alright, now we're just missing a machine frame and a sight casing we don't have really. Alright, let's get some strip logs. Oh, you know what we never did? We never figured out how to make the alloy here. This stuff, this andesite alloy. Never had a good way. Oh, okay, we can make it like this now. How do we do the induction smelter? Is this, it's just locked? All right. So let's set up a recipe for that. Zinc nugget and andesite. Andesite we'll need to set up a recipe for. I don't think we have stone, but we do have quartz. We should be able to just do this. Did you finish the MP4 run? Yeah, we ended it again because of slime pearls. We didn't get slime pearls again. So we ended the run. Let's see, none of those are where we need it to be. Okay, that one goes there. We got a furnace somewhere. Yeah, right there. And a site. And then induction smelter. Okay, so now if we want to make like 30 of them. All right, that looks good. Wonder if we should put a, oh wow, that definitely speeds it up too. So that answered that question. Let's get a exporter or, yeah, that's too bad. You can't do, since these used to be interfaces plus pattern providers, you used to be able to hold items in here. You can't do that anymore. That's too bad. Blaze powder. Can we do something else down here? What else? How do we look at the, there we go, catalyst. So what do we have? Calcite? Energy modifier. So this was 0.25. Yeah, so it's only blaze powder, okay. You cleared the woodland mansion. Bottom floor is wide open space. Creating this back is early days. No ponder, for example. No pawn? Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. So the Crete version is early. I gotcha. And you found a second mansion nearby? Interesting. I wonder if they have them like turned up or something. Let's see, alloy and stripped. Okay, did we have, this is set to oak, and that's set to nothing, so let's grab some logs. You're wondering that? And let's do that. So that should just make stripped logs for us. In case we need those. Wow, that's a huge spider. Alright, so we were making this guy. Now we got the andesite coming in. We need more inferium. Alright, machine frame. Soul extractor. Okay. Let's put this guy over here. Oh, it needs power. Never mind then. We'll just put both of those away because I don't think we're ever going to use them again. Okay, so then this was soul extractor, so we need the soul, is it soul jar? Yes, and okay, we need soul glass and soulium. Let's see, you, and you. Okay, what about the soulium dust? We have 48,000, so I guess we ignore that. Alright, soul jars. Oh, that was soul dust, not soulium dust. I see. So this is smooth soulstone. Okay, so this was smooth soulstone. We only have a few soulstone. Can we make this stuff somehow? Looks like no. 15 gig for the backup. Wow. How big is the server at? 40 gigs. And the backup is how much of that? Where is the backup folder? Backup is now 15 gigs. So many roguelikes. So much so you had to go to max RAM, minimum render distance for a looter chest. They were creating so much lag. Can you imagine this pack running well back in the day? Server with 3 or more people. Wow. What was I doing here? Yes, I might need to request what. Apparently I just removed storage. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't understand the kinetic interface. It's weird to me, I guess. All right, let's cancel that. Let's place these down. All right, one more and we'll need to do another dense cable. Actually, might need to do it now. Let's just do it now and not worry about it. You've never had to go 10 to 10 gig allocated in a pack before, but you put it that way? Yeah, I typically do 10 gig, even though I've heard from many people that more than 8 can cause problems. I've found that 10 works well for my PC. Soul jar. I guess we should also double check the yeah, so we have 24 down there. Yeah, so we should switch this to a P2P. Let's do that. Get distracted real quick. Because we're gonna want to do that in the future anyways. P2P. All right, we'll do another one there. We need a cable. And then we're going to want a card. Okay, and then we want P2P there. Load it. And a cable. Okay, so that'll be 24 channels. And we can still craft stuff. Perfect. That's what we want to see. All right, so next. Did our redstone fill? Our redstone is full and voiding. Wonder if we should start making just blocks of redstone. Oh, right, we don't have a thing in here anymore, dang it. Do we have an open spot in the back? We don't. All right. Oh, and we don't even have a craft for the redstone block. Let's do that. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so then we can at least do that and just let that eat up some of the redstone. Okay, we were working on soul jars. This. So we need to set up this as a recipe. I guess we do 8 at a time. Okay, and then this one was soulstone. The recipe 8 at a time. And then what about soulstone? Yeah, so soulstone, the only way to get it is to mine it. Interesting. Okay, and that was all furnace. Okay, so now we should be able to make a soul jar. All right, perfect. And we need 3 more. Okay, so then this guy, and then we need pearls. I don't actually know how many. Let's see, what is that? That's 2 gives you 1, so 16 per. Oh, actually, so I guess that means, yeah, keep a full stack in there, right? Jars. Is time in a bottle affordable yet? We're like right on the cusp of it. Right on the cusp of it. The 2 things we need is the gold crystal for mechanism and then the ender star. So we're really close. Is that the crystal? We're just about to get the sulfuric acid. And actually, I suppose we do have the sulfuric acid now. And then the other part, the Ender Star, is just crafting these guys, which I'm pretty sure we can do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we could do that as well. All right, so we got the Enderman souls we're working on. We were working on fissile fuel as well. So that was over here. All right, so this guy is full. This guy is, no, it's not. Oh, right, because this is not chunk loaded. Yeah, so this didn't work at all while we've been offline. Oops. Let's go ahead and chunk load. You were lurking for the speedrun. How did it turn out? We ended at the slime pearls again. Undo. The slime pearl RNG didn't work out so well, so we ended early. Well, not early, but we ended. But how are you doing, Undo? Hope you're well. So you're saying all the mods 6. So what is that? Is that 112? Nefers? That's rough. Yeah, it happens often, which is the worst part, you know. Okay, so we do need to make all of the fission parts. We have the fissile fuel available. 116. Oh, okay. So what about pipes? Does pipes have a gas pipe? It does. Is there any benefit in using... I suppose the benefit is the universal pipe? You overate at your sister's birthday? It was yummy though? No, I'm glad to hear that. Sorry that you ate too much. Oh, man. Well, actually, yeah, I guess the big reason for using this is because we can speed this up very easily, as opposed to the mechanism pipes, which require alloys, which require capacitors. So yeah, I think that is a good reason to use pipes. Yeah, mechanism pipes. That's what I was just referring to. Hydrate. We have those ones. And we're standing again. All right, cheers, Nefris. Click the buttons. Let's get back up. Thank you, Nefers. Let's see this guy here. So I'm assuming the universal pipe will not do gas because it's not included in the pipe. And these do require infused alloys, but that's still probably cheaper than the mechanism pipes, because we could still speed this up versus the was it basic? I can never remember the different names. Pressurized tube, yeah. So this part's super cheap. It's once we upgrade them. Yeah, they require all the different alloys. Need to keep you on your toes. Thanks. Plus the pipes can be easily filtered. Yeah, I think we'll try it. I think we'll try it and see how it goes. All those. Okay, so there we go. Now we have access to those. What I should have also done is the upgrades. Do we know how to make iron nuggets? I don't think so. Yes, chat. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for the lurks. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you. All right, so let's grab. What is this? You essentially get 1 for the universal pipes. Yeah, let's grab a bunch of these and let's go back to the mechanism area. Oh wait, we're not done. All right, jump over here. So if we had this guy connected, it does look like it connects to it. Oh, and we need to take a break. All right. Let's go back into the other dimension. And I don't know. We really don't need to run this stuff. I guess I will. All right, chat. I'll be back in just a moment. We're going to play some Minesweeper. While the ads run, we're going to, play some Minesweeper. And just, you're not going to miss any of the gameplay. Oh, wait, let's also turn off our magnet. Good. All right, let's jump into here. 50% of planning, 50% of Minecraft is planning, 50% is skills. You got neither. Got blasted off the world by an armored skeleton. Nice that you can get back to your grave and recover your items. Nice, nice. Yeah, and I think when you die, they give you like the ghostly effect or something. So the mobs shouldn't immediately attack you. We're streaking always streaking. Thanks for your kind words. Let's see, that one. 2 there. 3 there. You put your grave on a dirt block directly above. Flutter, thank you very much for 5 gifted subs to the community. Really appreciate that, and that's a good reminder. I should give District and Dweezil a gifted sub as well to spawn in. But thank you very much, Flutter. Very kind of you. Thank you. Where you fell out of the world high enough that you could reach it. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that's always nice. When you die to the void, you can still get your grave. Yep. Gonna be a bit busy at the beginning of the next month, so you wanted to get your subs in now before you forget. You definitely don't have to add. You don't have to gift subs here. Just hang out. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's see, the 4 there, 3 there, the 2 here. I got distracted over at the bottom. It's the lurking tax you have to pay. No. There's no lurking tax. The lurking tax is just keeping the tab open, you know? Let's see, what is this? Is this another 50-50? Why is there so much? Dweezil lied to you? Okay, I believe that. Alright, welcome back, chat. Oh, wait, we got 5 mines remaining. So that means there's going to be 2 up here. I don't think this can be anything but a 50-50. Well, you got back at a perfect time for us to... Oh, wait, this is all... Okay, so we have 1, 2, and then 2 up there. So likely there's going to be... Oh, man, all right. So that could mean that there's... This is going to be like that. That's probably right. That wasn't? Wow, okay. But it was a 50-50 up here, so I didn't mind. Kaboom! Exactly. All right, well, welcome back. Keeping the streak alive, so chat is happy. All right. Flutter is just staring at us the whole time. Hello, Flutter. Welcome. Let's go put you with some friends. Let's see that one first. And all right, let's go grab this guy. And let's put Flutter over here. All right, Flutter, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the gifted subs. And yeah, let's get Dweezil and District in here as well. Let's see, how do I even do this now? It's this. District Spark. Pretty fountain. Yeah, I added a fountain. Can you believe it? What does that number mean? I don't know what that number means. Okay, well, I'll just copy. Yeah, I mean that's fine. All right. So there's District and then Dweezil. Dweezil's without the L, right? You only come here for my building. Yep, and there's Dweezil. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, thank you. Thank you both for gifted subs earlier. Make sure we get you in here. All the pretty builds. Just like this one, right? This is an amazing build. Just having this thing floating in the sky. Who else would make something so beautiful? All right, so this was Enderman seeds. This is Imperium and Solium base. Let's get a recipe for that one. I'm sure the inside is decorated nicely. And Raimu, thank you for Raimines. Exactly. All right, so then we got Solium seed base, and then it was it Imperium? Is that right? Yes. And then when we put this in this one, is it not going to show me that this works? Okay, maybe we have to set it up first before it'll show up. And rather, we need to 10-10-10 it before it'll it'll show the close recipe. Hopefully there's not just not a close recipe. Alright, Enderman. Nothing. Alright, 3, 3. Ooh, we got a 2. Okay. 3 over there. Another 3 there. Sure. 3, 2, 3, 2. Okay, doesn't like those. 3, 4, 4, 4. 3, 4, 3, 5. 5, 4, 5, 5. 6, 6, 6, 6. 5, 6, 6, 7. 7, 7, 8, 8. 9, 9. 10, 10. 10, 10. Chat, you guys gotta tell me if there's a spider dangling down in front of my face, okay? Just been watching it crawl along my ceiling. Let's see, that one, that one. Eventually, it's probably going to drop down, say hello to me. Alright, there we go. There's our seed. Okay, so there's those ones. So now can we do uses on this? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it is Imperium farmland. Imperium farmland. We don't have any left over. Let it bite you. You can turn into Spider-Man. Thank you. Thank you for the life advice, Jules. Appreciate it. Been here and there, lurking, etc. See everyone having fun, but so many distractions. You're keeping your eye out. I saw you first. Okay, we need crafter. Crafter and crafter. Let's see, that one, that one, that one. Okay, at least now we can just set that up automatically. So then you go there, we need a storage bus. Okay, nothing went in, good. Alright, this is gonna take enderminescence, enderminescence, and enderman, enderpearls. This is not going to extract anywhere. Let's see, we still have those in here. We do. Why is this not crafting? Enderman essence. Okay, weird. All right, we need blazing cables. push and push. Imperium, Enderman. Alright, so all good. You go out and you get inserted. Perfect. Okay, so now we have ender pearls coming in. I don't think we have a place for ender pearls. Can we blockify ender pearls? Looks like no. Alright, so then let's put them in a draw somewhere. Let's see, you. Alright, so there we go. There's our ender pearls. And let's grab both of these. That really it? Just a tiny bit. I mean, it was 26,000. Did it? Apparently it did it that fast. Okay. Our dirt is full. Should we do another stack of dirt in there? Will that actually work? Apparently well. Okay. Right, so I was doing upgrades. And I wanted to see how this worked with this guy. Okay, so if we turn this on, what is it going to do with the gas? Okay, looks like it doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, so look at that. You can do gas in the ultimate, in the universal, even without it needing... Well, that's interesting. So that means you can craft it like this and not have to make the alloy. Huh. Interesting. Oh, and then one upgrade affects everything? Oh, okay, good to know. Didn't know that was a thing. 131 RF per tick. Hey Spock, how are you doing today? How goes it? It's going well. We're just doing some... let's go ahead and take all of those out. We're just doing some mechanism, or we're about to do some mechanism. Wish I could put this somewhere where it would always stay being charged, but I don't want my whole hotbar to be charged. But we might have to change that. It's being annoying to have to hold that in my hand. Okay, so we have the fissile fuel being made. And I forgot to chunk load, so we didn't have this running overnight. We do want to make the reactor part of it, though. And I think we set up some recipes for that. We did. We started to. Right, and the reactor glass is It's kind of cheaper. I'll buy a ton though. That is the recipe we're using for casing, right? For the steel casing? Yes. Okay. Just want to make sure. All right. How big do we want to make the reactor? I think we started with like a, I don't know, a 7x4 or something. It's modded, go as big as possible. Yeah, something like that. How you doing, Marvel Man? Welcome. Hope you're well. So yeah, let's go with that. So that's, yeah, 2 on the inside, which means we'll do 1 and 1 for the rod and the cap thing. 9 by 9 by 18. Exactly. Yep. We'll get right on that. So if we want to do 7 by 7, so that's 49 on the top, 49 on the bottom. And then it's 14, 14, 5 and 5. Nope, 10 and 10. So that's what, 28, 48 plus 48 plus 49 plus 49. 48 plus 48 plus 49. 145. So let's do 100 glass, and then we're gonna need more reactor casings for each of the pieces too. So yeah, let's start with that. I think we're gonna need a little bit more, but that's all right. Also, how did these craft? Because they need to use the pressure chamber. Pressure chamber is not chunk loaded. Right. We talked about this before. None of our stuff should be running, but it is running because something's causing it to chunk load. All right. So we want to do. Wonder if I can use reactor glass on the bottom as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I imagine the edges have to be blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, so this means we're definitely going to need more of these. So let's just get a bunch going. Okay, and then we can do you. Nope, not the top one. Wait, what? So I did undo and it decided not to undo. Weird. Although I suppose we could, yeah, all right. Everything I just broke, we'll just add it back. We'll go 1 taller. I kind of feel like this might need to be all casing. Same with the roof, but you know, we'll find out. All right, let's see, you. Okay, so there we go. We got the whole outline. Whether it'll work or not, we'll find out in a moment. Okay, so now we need a reactor port. Okay, so we got 2 reactor ports. Then we need, where's like the fission? Isn't there a controller or something? Fission. Gotta spell it right. All right, so we got port 1, port 2. And mechanism, fission reactor, control rod, logic adapter, fuel assembler, turbine, boiler, tank. Okay, apparently not. I guess you just do this stuff. All right, I didn't make these as recipes. Because all they require is the tank. Right. All right, so let's do... We'll start with 5. Because we'll just make an X here. And then we need to do the control rod assembly on top of them. Though I guess based on how cheap these are, I should probably do at least another 5 to do the next layer of them. Fuel. Alright, there we go. You. Alright. Okay, I guess it does work like that. Good to know. So we'll change this one. Oh, wait a minute. No, I need 2 more ports, don't I? I'll probably need 2 logic adapters as well. Fission. All right, there we go. Yeah, because we'll need to be able to export the steam, and then we'll need to export the nuclear waste. So waste, that's on input. And then output coolant. Okay. And then logic, need to be able to turn it off. This will be activate. And then, so excess weight, high temperature. And then we just do red alloy wire. Hopefully the red alloy wire works with this. Oh wait, no, we need to knot this, don't I? Can I do that? Will that actually work? I don't know that that works like that. I think we'll have to just knot it. And maybe we could do something with the, I think you guys had, or not you guys, but I think they showed like using a piston or something. Yeah, and then we'll need to output the waste to get water coming in, so we can use a sink for the water. At least to start, and then same thing, we're gonna get rid of the coolant. Thank you for the duplicate post, Pretzel. I mean, it's something, I suppose. Right, there's that, and now the tank. All right, tank. And then you're going to do dumping excess. Yeah, I believe that's right. Okay, so this guy, oh, right, we need to give it water. Pipe. Water. Hopefully this doesn't like lose connection or anything when the world reloads. You and you. I mean, that's pretty slow. How fast does a mechanism pipe do? That one's mechanical, right? Pump rate is 32,000. I don't know how fast. Oh wait, doesn't it tell me? 10,000. Oh, that's it. Did the universal one go higher? No, still 10,000. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Well then, there's a reason to use mechanism pipes. There's no higher tier. No. Okay, and that was this guy. Okay, that'll finish in a minute. Title still says MP4. Refresh. How you doing, Freefall? Welcome, welcome. Just typical Twitch not updating things. Alright, there we go. That's faster. Much faster. Hey, Mr. Hyena. How am I? I'm doing well. Good now? Perfect, perfect. Thanks for checking, Freefall. I appreciate it. Because I do often forget, so I don't mind you letting me know. Alright, so the fissile fuel we have here. We also have a little bit of the sulfuric acid. That's what we'll need later. Should also set up the dimensional... No, entangleporter. That's what it is. Will you start a new world if you die? I have no idea. I won't know until we get there, Mr. Hyena. So we've talked about if we die to the Chaos Guardian. I think that's the only quote-unquote scary part now. And yeah, I don't know. I was saying likely no, I wouldn't restart, but again, I have no idea until we get there. Is there liquid chaos in this? What's liquid chaos? Based on what I'm seeing, no, but I don't know what liquid chaos is. Let's see, we did those. So we just need to get these guys connected. What I was thinking is I could use a quantum entangleporter to move this from here to there. I suppose the other thing we should probably do is make the proper hazmat suit. Since it's super expensive apparently. And what do we have? So these go into the mechanism armor pieces. We could enchant the hazmat. Ooh, wait a minute. You remember there was a liquid in PO3 called Liquid Chaos? Made from Chaos Fragments? Gotcha. I'm sure there's something similar. Once you get to chaos stuff. Or yeah, once you get to chaos stuff. Alright, let's see, this goes over here. So let's disconnect everything. Okay, and this is going to take in gas. We need to set a frequency. Can you do... Does it have to be numbers or can it be... Okay, it can be letters. Is it possible to freeze the Chaos Guardian in place like a person can do with the Ender Dragon? No idea. Alright, so that fills that guy up. Does that mean we can also output from this then? If I output out the front with a because is this getting anything? Oh, I guess we're not going to find out for a moment. this guy. Okay, so that'll only transfer 200 millibuckets, but that should be more than enough for what this needs. I just don't know if this tank will end up ejecting or not. So we'll instead just do that. I guess we'll check on this in a moment. How far do you have radiation from your base? I don't have my base in this dimension. This is the void dimension. The only thing we have in this dimension is a couple solar panels, which is however much that far is. So what does that work out to be? 200 blocks? 200 blocks. But yeah, I didn't do anything in this.
Failed. Miserable.
Just reading it avoid exactly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. So I didn't bother setting anything up in this dimension. Why is this not getting any gas? Transferring 200 millibuckets of gas every tick. Does this need to get lower than 200 to be able... Oh, it's because of insert. There it is. All right, that was my bad. Okay, so that's all good. So let's go back home. And I think I am gonna change it to do the whole hotbar. Hopefully I don't regret that, but it's fine. All right, so I did want to see, can we put this stuff in here? You can. You cannot put armor on it, though. You can't add armor to the hazmat suit. That's too bad. Do we have armor stands? Will the armor stands allow us to swap armor in this one? Or is there an armor stand that allows me to do that? Stand? So if I do that, can I shift right click? Nice, you can. Okay, never mind. Questions have been answered. Bum, bum, bum. All right, I think I am going to make another one of these guys. And set that up in the other place. Can pneumatic armor be as good as draconic evolution armor in protection? I have no idea. I would assume no, because draconic evolution I always thought was cheaty in its armor, but yeah, I have no idea. Let's go back to here. All right, and then we set this guy here. Don't really want that in there. Yeah, I think we'll just put that in here. Can I label this? And this is going to be fission reactor. Looks like we can. That means we probably should do that too. Draconic Evolution armor only loses to Infinity armor. There you go. That sounds right. Oh wait, we already have a pedestal here. Okay, so there's our fission reactor. Okay, so there we go. Now we got hazmat suit before we go over to the fission reactor. We can still jetpack. And I'm assuming... Okay, it looks like we don't take durability damage. So that's interesting. Okay, and then we have our teleport to go back home. I think I am gonna make another one of these to go back home from there as well. Setting all this stuff up, which will eventually, you know, just use the actual draconic teleporter instead, the advanced one, but we don't have access to it yet. Alright, and this can be here. If I remember, they only take radiation damage. Oh, okay. As long as you have power in the armor or in compatible enemy storage items in your inventory, basically prevents any damage. Interesting. Oh man, I move so slow. Alright, let's put that guy right there. Alright, so now we have way to go home without using our backpack. Although I guess I should have had it go here so that I can put this on easier. When you fought the Chaos Guardian, you had gem armor and the Draconic chest piece. Still got obliterated by the Death Lather. Yeah, I remember you saying that, Miklas. But that's not because the armor is indestructible. That's because you ran out of power. Exactly, yeah. Exactly what XT said, yeah. And also, you probably, you know, the wireless charging from this is, I would guess, not enough, but I have no idea. Totems of Undying for the win. There you go. How many totems of Undying? Well, and does this one have it where you can put the totems in your curio slot? No. Okay, so we needed to get the fissile fuel into the fission reactor. You guess you consumed 10 in one fight? Nice. Universal. Do I want to go under? I kind of do. Oh. Automatic conversions? Yeah. We have conversions for a couple different things. Let's see, this was gases, this is items. Yeah, we don't need to get items from anywhere. I'm just gonna output out the front. Old witchery death protection puppets. You could even make them auto-crafted. Put them on poppet shelves in some packs? Oh, that's interesting. I could see that. Scared for how many mechanism antimatter person needs to make in this pack because how slow it is. Yeah, we needed antimatter in the last pack. Let's turn off all these things. Okay, and that's going to input from the back and output at the bottom. What's our Y level here? Negative 59. Just find an antimatter cow and milk them, exactly. It was slower before. Oh, really? How much does this transfer? So I feel like if I was to, I guess we can just go underneath. It's fine. All right. So there we go. That should actually be, oh, I figured that'd be piping in on its own because this had auto eject. All right, so if we do this, all right, so now this has fuel. Okay. So if we turn this on, produce nuclear waste, and the coolant is being handled. Our rate limit is at 0.1 right now. And what's the highest we can do? We can go up to 10. I don't think we could support. Can we even do 1? Apparently we could support 1. I don't know about the input. Actually, I guess we could check, right? Is that 209? I know at the moment we're not doing anything with the waste, but that's fine. We can deal with that. I just can't break it anymore, which is fine. 1 millibuck per tick. Sounds like we can handle that. How do you have the security set up? It's not right now. We just have the adapters, but we don't actually have them connected or doing anything. All right, so yeah, it seems like a 1 millibucket would be fine with what we're doing, because that's how fast we're producing it right now. Okay, so now we need to deal with the waste. So the waste is polonium, plutonium. Yep, same thing we had in the other one. And which one? So polonium pellets will be for making that guy. We'll eventually need it over here. Okay, and then what's the other one? Plutonium. That's how we make the black iron. Okay, so the black iron is what we care about right now. Then we'll need to get kerosene here, I guess. And it's break time. Is that right? Yeah, it is 6 hours. Wow, okay. And Sundays go by way too fast. Oh, this produces polonium. Oh. Oh, okay. Well, that's just generous of Kaz. So we only have to deal with one machine. That's really kind. So we only need to make the isotopic thingamabobber. Well, I guess that's assuming that we don't need plutonium for something else, but it's fine. That's a future issue that we'd have to deal with. All right, isotopic centrifuge. Now this thing inserts from the bottom or something, right? We'll need power. It looks like it can input from any of the sides. Okay. Before we put stuff in here, though, let's put it up a block, just in case. Because well, actually, I suppose once we pipe it out, it won't matter. Let's see, gas. I kind of want to use a mechanism pipe for this because I don't trust the other one. Okay, so there we go. So we got plutonium. And so now the waste is gone from here. Yep. Okay, so good to know. It can go into the side. We need power coming in. That was, what do I have down there? Probably blazing cables. Let's see, you. Okay. So there we go. Now we have full power. Does this have, too bad it doesn't have the gas upgrade. Okay, I don't think we'd have to worry about this guy running out of power. Yeah, barely uses ADR per tick. Because it needs 10 millibuckets to convert to... Oh, it goes 10 to 10? That's good to know. Radio active. Where's my pick? Did I throw it in here? Did. I mean, I suppose we don't need a tank, right? Yeah, alright, and... Okay, so let's turn this guy off. This guy is good for now. Let's go home. And when we come back, we can also sit down as well. All right, chat. I'll be back in just a couple minutes. We're gonna run some more ads, and I'm going to get up and stretch. Well, I'm already up, but I'm gonna go stretch, go get myself some more water, go to the bathroom, all that good stuff. Recommend you guys do the same. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. And I will see you all in just a few minutes. Please stay tuned. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. I see it. Click it. Click the stupid cake. Oh my god. How close is that? I didn't get a chance to look at the timer. I was too busy. I was too busy trying to click the cake.
No, exciting is when you smile. Scary is when you
Oh my god. It was 18 seconds? Okay. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. It sounds like you're a pig. Oh, I see. You're just stealing points. Okay. That's fine. Good scam. Well done. The distillery. Okay. So it feels like everything just hurts so very much. Fail is known for his epic building skills. That is completely false. I'm not much of a builder, as you can tell from... Whoops. Oh no, you stupid idiot. But you're the speedrun dude. I'm the speedrun dude. I'm pretty sure all these skeletons have a chance to give me black mob essence. I don't know if the elite does as well. Oh my god. Holy cow. that was with mana shield. Oh my goodness, he hits very hard. You get to watch us play Minesweeper instead. All right, good luck, chat, with the ads. We'll say good luck to me for Minesweeper. What? Oh, because the 3 was already touching that one? Okay, well, never mind for good luck. Just what we gotta do. Alright, here we go. What do we get? Day 12, 338. Not bad, not bad. Just in case, let's... Really limits its usefulness? Exactly, yeah. Yeah, definitely. 5 golden rings. That was close. Almost started singing more. Pretty sure the choice flask is the one I have. Dang it. I gotta move away. Alrighty, chat. Welcome back. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for being here. And Nefers, thank you for having me stand. Appreciate it. Thank you. Alright, let's go ahead and turn these off. I mean, realistically, I guess it doesn't matter if we let that just keep running, right? Yeah, sure. We'll turn it off until it's problematic, or keep it on until it's problematic, right? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? All right. We do need to make, so I wanted to take a look at that again. So that was we're making plutonium. And plutonium will make us polonium. And it makes it from 50 to 25, okay. And then polonium is what we can use, 1,000 millibuckets, and dust makes a pellet. Okay. And then for the antimatter, when we eventually get there, antimatter is made from polonium. Okay, got it. It was my sole purpose. And wait a minute. You're the one that dislikes the joke books? Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. All right, so we need a PRC. And we need to bring kerosene out there. We also need oil. How am I going to get oil, chat? Oil. A laser drill. And a biome. What about, you used to be able to get oil from immersive, right? I wonder if that's still a thing. PRC and thermal. Oil. Bituminous red sand and bituminous sand, which neither one has a recipe. I'm really saying burn the book. Chat has better jokes. I can't say I agree with the with the better jokes part. Burning the book, I'm still kind of on the fence. Not really against it, but I'm not really for it. Is there another way to make kerosene? Oil or diesel? Oh wait, can you use the other diesel? No, everything comes from oil. Okay. So it seems like the only way would be the laser. All right. Off to nap. All right. Have a good night, Angel. Sleep well and good luck with work tomorrow. Let's put the oil in there and let's get lasers. Because it does seem like we'll probably have to do that. What's our biome? And we're in a desert biome, so luckily we can just use this area right here. That also means we need to do something with... So that probably means we should take the diesel and convert it into kerosene and take the gasoline, convert it into LPG, right? I think that makes the most sense. And I guess now the question is, do we take the kerosene and dump it into applied logistics, or do we... I think yes. I think I just answered my question. Probably yes. And so then we can put LPG and kerosene into it. How do I want to change this? So I was thinking maybe we could even get a bunch of emeralds over here, but then I don't think there's any way to automate the Amazon tablet, like just have the Amazon tablet constantly available type of thing. And then I also don't know how to properly do this either, these plastic sheets. Because I know what I'm doing right here obviously works. I suppose we could just make it so that it takes buckets and converts them into plastic. So then we would essentially tell it to grab a bucket and toss it in here. And then I assume this will, yeah, turn into an empty bucket. I've seen a liquid hopper that ejects it into a hopper. Hey, Jack.
You have failed me for the last
Jack,
time.
thank you so much.
Hi.
Hi to you as well. Jack, thank you so much. Welcome back to the Fairy Survivors. For how long? 27 months. I really appreciate that. Let's click the button. Thank you very much, Jack. Can we get some hearts and some hype in chat for Jack? Thank you for standing there while I was trying to figure out what I was doing. couldn't remember what I was doing. Let's go put you over in the sub pen. Welcome, Jack. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Open air plastic. Oh, you're saying just put it in world. I gotcha. Yeah, if I do it with the frozen stuff, it's supposed to double and sometimes more. Yeah, you made it. I guess this means you never fixed your skin, huh? It's still I think you might have said maybe a kid. Maybe one of your kids had changed your skin. Yeah, she did. It's funny. And still won't fix it. And this is all in one chunk. It is. Yeah, we don't have this chunk loaded. Create filling spout, filtered funnels come to mind. Yeah, I don't want to output it in world. I don't want to output it in world. That's what we did in the last pack. And eventually I moved away from it because it felt incredibly slow. And I suppose the big thing there was obviously you could fill like a lake and all of it would convert to plastic all at once, but it just feels like that's probably not right, you know? Oh, to put the buckets in the chest, gotcha. Yeah, I guess I'm also wondering if I should be always, if we should even be storing liquid plastic, or if I should just always be pushing it directly into the blocked plastic, because probably I don't think we need actual plastic in this one, right? So there's no plastic, I don't know, like plastic pieces or something. I forget what it was in one of the old PO Project Ozones. Yeah, we definitely don't care about that. It sure looks like there's no use for liquid other than for plastic, so... Okay, so then if we do so if we look up plastic, molten plastic bucket, so we can use fluid encapsulator, and we just pump it directly into here and then just bucket back and forth. Seems pretty straightforward. Yeah, that seems like it'd be easy enough, right? All right, let's get a recipe for this guy. Which is weird because I thought we already made a recipe for that, but no, it's there now. Alright, so let's pick up this guy, pick up that guy. We can undo those. I still don't understand why you can't hold these overclockers inside the card holder. Doesn't make any sense. Just weirdness is all it is. I'm assuming I can't put this jumbo tank in here. No, it doesn't care. Alright, fluid encapsulator. That does mean we'll need some power. Okay, so that'll get the plastic. And alright, let's also break this guy. I want to see if I can use a barrel. Okay, looks like that works. Let's get this guy in here. If this one turned on, what the heck? Oh, okay, it just didn't keep it. I'm gonna remove that. So then I want to put a bucket in here. I want to make sure there's always room for a couple empty buckets. I don't remember. Do buckets stack? They do stack. Okay, so that should be fine. Okay, we'll need power. Flux. This is going to be a plastic maker. Okay, so there's our plastic. So then this is going to be output. No, I guess we want to input, output. Actually, I suppose we can just do input, output. Does it fill the bigger containers or just buckets? Also a great question. Doesn't fill these tanks. Good thought though. Good thought though. I guess I will use laser IO, sure, why not? Okay. And all right, you're going to be down is item. We're going to need some filters. Let's see, down. This is going to be insert empty bucket on 2, sure. And then over here, you're going to be down, extract. Yeah, that's fine. Extract on 2. So that puts the empty bucket in there. Excellent. Okay, and then we want to do down. This is going to be extract on 3. I mean, I guess that doesn't matter. And then this will be down insert. Don't think we need a filter here, but we'll do it anyways. Molten plastic. Insert on 3. All right, looks good. And then I guess for some reason we have 1,000 buckets of plastic in case we need it. Okay, so that should take care of not storing LP. Well, actually, I guess, do we need LPG for something? No. Apparently you can produce lava with LPG. All right. Well, that seems good to me. And I guess that means we are going to chunk load this. And then we just need to deal with getting oil at some point. So that one's done. These are done. And those are done. Okay, that was simpler than I thought it was going to be, so that's nice. And that also means having a single bucket means that it should generate more than one plastic at a time. Yeah, there it generated 2 and 2 again and 2 again. Yeah, so most of the time it should stay at the good temperature because it's going to use a lot less as opposed to trying to do, 100 at a time or however many we were doing before. And yeah, dang it, I should have copy and pasted. Let's put a sign over there in case we do another. Make sure use copy and paste next time. All right, there we go. Hopefully that'll work. If we need to make another controller, make sure to copy it next time. Okay, so we were making that. We wanted kerosene. So, right, it was whether or not I wanted to put kerosene into planar logistics or if I want to just keep it over there. The problem obviously will be when we run out of space over there. Then it'll stop the plastic production and everything else. Well, but this should be running constantly, so it shouldn't back up. Yeah, all right, sure, that's fine. We'll just do an ender tank then. Because the plastic and the kerosene will be crafted constantly. So we shouldn't actually run out of this. Well, that's also assuming that we have oil, which we don't right now, but okay, so then I want a cable. I suppose we could just replace the kerosene with ender tank. And what color do we want to go? This is going to go out of the system, so it's going to be black, and then I guess we just do light blue. Or actually, let's do black for output, and then we'll do light gray for pneumatic craft, and then light blue for kerosene. gray. And then light blue. Okay, and then diamonds. Alright, so then we can turn this guy on. Actually, I suppose we could... I guess for now we'll leave it like this. I was going to swap these two. But then that means this will fill up. So, well, we're finally out of oil as well. Emeralds. How many can this hold? This can hold 1,000. Alright. Use up all my emeralds, please. Alright, good. So now we're going back over here. Oh wait, that's not chunk loaded anymore. Okay, so now we have plutonium coming in here, so let's turn this back on. We have plutonium being produced. We have kerosene coming in. So then we need a, was it PRC? Can I just search for PRC? No. I don't remember what that's called. Plutonium. Pressurized reaction chamber. Looks like all of that's craftable. Okay, so then we'll have the plutonium coming out of here. Does this auto eject? Is that a, that must be a gas, right? Looks like it's an auto eject. Let's get rid of the other, okay, yeah, those don't matter. Yeah, it says that it'll auto eject, so maybe I don't need to use a pipe for it. So that means we can put this guy up here. Alright, then we got PRC right there. Yep, it definitely pushes the plutonium out. Okay, so items are going to be ejected out the side. Oh wait, and then what do I do with liquid? No, let's do... If I put this back here... but then it might pump into there. So I want to do power in the bottom. Oh wait, I could use a universal cable. And that would do power and items and technically liquid. Where's my always get confused by that guy. Okay, so this is going to be push. Okay, so that'll power this thing. Perfect. We need to put item in, and we need to put item out. So the item in is the... which we need to get into here. Which is the compressed iron. Not enough energy. Does that mean it needs energy upgrades? Okay, so that's what it needed, some energy upgrades. Yep, and it's producing polonium. And we're getting that black iron ingot. Cheers, chat. Be sure you're hydrated. Okay, so that just means we need 2 spots. So how do I get items in and items out and then liquid in as well? So yeah, I guess let's do this. If we do that, yep, that'll put the kerosene in from the bottom. I suppose that means we could do an ender chest. Yeah, this does mean we're gonna go through this by a lot. So I think that means what we'll want to do is we'll want to turn off this thing if the waste ever has... I don't want excess waste. Oh man, there's not going to be any way to see that. Can XNet see how much is inside here maybe? Is the problem is going to be, or I suppose we could do if there's no kerosene, then we turn this guy off. Because if there's no kerosene, then we can't use the plutonium up. I think I'm alright with that. Let's also turn this off. If I break this with the fissile fuel, it doesn't radiate the place, right? And also, did I lose it? I think that would have been a better question. Because we might lose it. I don't remember. Alright, well so it doesn't irradiate the place, so that's good. I'll move this over here. I should have just made another one, but you know, whatever. Okay, the fact that we still have 80... Yeah, alright, so it keeps all the liquid, so that's good. Or actually, I suppose what I could do... I wonder if you can... too many thoughts. Radioactive. I wonder if you can do a comparator off of this thing. Because then I could move the PRC over a block. Let's see, the gas. Let's turn this off. We want to input from the left. And I think we're going to output out the front. Is polonium not a... Oh, that's fluid. Whoops. Oh no, that was right. Auto eject, input, output. Yeah, there's no eject for that. So why wouldn't that? Weird. Oh, it also doesn't... Oh, right, because you have to input from the top. I remember now. Yeah, you have to use, man, I can never remember these names. Pressurized tube. Yeah, of course. Duh. Okay, polonium, there we go. So that'll output that guy. Can we wrench this? Cannot. Has to be mechanism wrench. Again, so that'll hold the polonium for now. Actually, yeah, I guess, can we use a comparator on this? Does it output? It does output a power level of 1. So yeah, it must tell you how full it is. Okay, so if we could empty this. So that just means we need more items coming in. So compressed. So let's go set up compressed iron to be in the ender chest. And then we can move stuff around. Compressed iron. Compressed iron. Alright, so then we have compressed iron now available in here. So we want ender chest. Which I guess we will want to, because we'll eventually want to output stuff too. Okay, so we're going to want diamond and black dye. Alright, and there's our compressed iron. So then we can grab a pipe upgrade. Which one's which? I never remember. So this one and this one. Okay, this can do filters. So compressed iron. Can't drag. Alright, sure. And then we want items coming in from the top. Alright, good. So now it's getting kerosene. It's using up the plutonium. Did I turn this off? Let's turn off the auto eject for a bit. So I want to move this, and I don't think I can move it when it's full of stuff. Alright, and then I guess we can just do this. Right? That should work fine. Put out the bottom. I guess it won't. Okay. Because we would need to wrench it, right? Okay, so what? Oh, wait a minute. But then what am I going to do with the radioactive barrel here? So this polonium, what was the polonium used for again? Actually, I can just move it from barrel to barrel. That would be fine. So this is just polonium and water turns into pellets in the waste, and then we just need to put the waste in other barrels to get taken out. All right. Okay, so now we're getting the black iron. Let's go put that into a... let's put this here for now. Let's go put that into a thing for us. in another draw. Those. But that's in a really awful spot. Oh man, super organized, chat. Super organized. That one, that one, that one. Okay, and then black iron. Alright, so that should be in there. Is that? Sure. All good. Those. Okay, and so then this will eventually allow us to make this stuff, which will allow us to get into the catalysts. And the extended crafting. All right, I also distracted myself again. We didn't do anything about the induction smelter. So I still wanted to get blaze powder over here. Molecular. Get another batch of those going. So we can do 2 more of those in that crafting tower. I didn't leave anything. No, we just left the thing producing this stuff running. Just the black iron. Yeah, because I wanted to empty this guy out. I wonder if there's a way for me to get the kerosene back. So it's 50 millibuckets per like 400 or 300. Per 400. So let's see, 2000 divided by 50 divided by 400 times 400. 16,000. And this holds 10,000. Oh, goody. Math. Okay, so we got 1,000, so that's going to be half of that, so 8 buckets. Okay, that's not bad. What the heck? 8 buckets. Can I also put these in manually? Let's get a tank. Okay, and then we want to wrench. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, hopefully that was the right amount. Always assuming I do math, you know? Hey, Joe. How are you today? Welcome, welcome. Alright, so this will be set to activation. Doing well. Thanks for asking. And myself, I'm doing well. Doing well. We're just working on some a fission reactor producing some plutonium for us, which is then making, oh good, it's empty, perfect, which is then making polonium, as well as, what was it, black iron ingots. Okay, so if we break this, nothing should be radiated. Okay, good. I just want to move these things around. This one as well is fine. Yep, just don't break the barrel there. Okay, we do want another barrel. This has to input from the top and output out the bottom. Let's also grab this guy because I'm sure this is done. Whoops. Yep, excellent. And let's cancel it. So I guess that means we'll have to do something like this. Have it come from here, go into that, and then from here into the PRC. I guess we could go straight into the, oh no. Should be able to do the gas. I don't know if it could do radioactive though. But we do have to be careful of how much is actually stored in the pipes, because we don't have. Yeah, so I think that means I do wanna make it work. Okay, so then let's move that maybe up a block or two. So instead we put the PRC right there, and then we put the tank. Wait, the tank probably can't auto output. No, it cannot. Let's break that guy. So we're gonna want this guy. Maybe something I should do is move this up here. So then this is higher up, and then it just pushes down into a tank that is right about there. So if I made this go up 2 blocks, yeah, that could do that. But then I'd still have to pipe it. So how much can this one hold? Doesn't say. Actually, it should say here, right? Let's turn this off from accepting. And it doesn't tell me the total amount. Man, I wish there was a way to transmit this stuff without having storage in a pipe. Also, how's our... Okay, steam's being dumped properly. I guess it's fine. It's fine. It'll just store a bunch in the pipe before it turns off. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. Let's also move this over a couple blocks. Probably can only insert out the top. I don't know, we'll find out in a second. Tube, was it? Yes. I guess probably we'll just do it properly. Then we need a mechanism configurator. Okay, so there we go. Now we can move this guy. The only problem with using this wrench as a wrench is I hold shift and that prevents the magnet. Okay, so yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll have this guy here. I forget, you guys told me there was a way that we could do this without having it. Okay, there we go. Empty. Alright, now we need to get this back into there. So if we do output, so output out the front. And then we need to wrench it. Okay, so there we go. Now this guy's empty. Excellent. Alright, break that. Okay, so I guess that means I won't be able to power it from the back if we move this. So then I want to move this up. And then this one, oops. This will be to output waste, yep. And then we have this guy with this one. Does this save its configuration? It looks like it does. Alright, that means we'll want to bring the power in from the side, I guess. Blazing cables. Okay, and then we need to move this over a block. Okay, that's fine. Wasn't already running. That should be okay. Okay, so then this is gonna take in and out. Okay, so now we got the polonium over there. Let's fill in the holes. And then we can use this a little bit easier. Alright, so then you'll output out the bottom. Gas, output at the bottom, yep. Alright, so then this will hold our buffer. So we need some blocks. So now we don't care about how much kerosene. I guess we should move this guy. Just in case this causes any problems. Which I guess means we move this over one. Let's see, that one, this one. Need to wrench it. Nope, not wrench it, configure it. Output coolant. So we have a sink. And we have the tank somewhere there. And it's dumping excess, okay. Then we need the pipe. Configure. Okay, so then this one here. We don't need it to be an immediate turnoff, so I don't think we have to worry about the whole piston side of it. So I think we can just do this. And essentially if there's any plutonium in this barrel, then we turn this guy off, right? I think that makes sense. So we're going to want a repeater. And how does this thing work? This is activate the reactor when powered, deactivate when unpowered. So we'll just have to nod it. Redstone, torch, and redstone. So like that. So if it turns on and turns off. All right. Seems like a complex way to blow the whole thing up. You do it just figuring out how to work naturally. Congrats. How you doing, Adam? All right, so that will take care of all that. So now we need to pump from here into the PRC. And we're going to need power going to the PRC. And then we just need to output everything. You let the Cowboys determine your Sunday mood. They did not play well. RIP. All right, so we got the pipe. Need to connect it. Okay, you're getting power. Then this is going to be the PRC. Okay, so then we need items and gas. So the gas is going to go through here. We'll turn it on once I'm confident that everything's good. Instead of going that way, we'll have it go out the side. So that means the item is going to go out the front. Okay, so that'll push the polonium to the next machine down the line. Hopefully none of these will be affected by redstone. All right, and so then we want to do the kerosene. I guess we're just gonna stick it right in front. And then this was liquids from the bottom, yep. Okay, so there's our kerosene. And then we wanted items. So output, input. And adds. Oh my goodness, man. Let's turn the items off for a second. All right, chat, we need to run some more ads. While the ads run, we're going to play some Minesweeper. So let's go ahead and click over to some Minesweeper. And I will see you all in just a moment. Just keep refreshing. That'll do it. All right. Thank you very much. Good luck if you got to watch some ads, and I'll see you in a few. All right, we are on a new grid because I keep dying, man. Not good. Not good. We need to get better at Minesweeper and stop dying. That is the strategy. And we need to keep that strategy going. Get good, noob. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for your kind words, Raimo. Appreciate it. Let's see. That's a 5, 2, 1. There. Those will be safe. Let's see. That's a 1, 1, which makes a 2 there. Man. We're starting off where we can't make any assumptions. So let's see here. We got a 1, 1 here. Yep, doesn't help us. There's 1 there, so there's 1 out there. Doesn't help us. Let's see, this 2, 1 there. Still doesn't help us. This is a 1 and a 3. So only one of these is a bomb. But then 2 of those are. But it could be all 3 of those as well. All right. So then over here we have a 1, 2. Over here we have a 1, 1. Over here we have a 1. Oh, that's a 1, 2. Yeah. Didn't help that much. So, oh, wait. This was a, or is it now, but it wasn't before? Yeah, I don't know that that's a guarantee. This is now a 1, 1, 1. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I have anything that I can click. I think everything will be a guess. I guess probably the best thing is this one here, and this is a 1 out of 3. Well, actually, this is a 1 out of 3 as well. This is a 1 out of 3 as well. So we have a couple 1 out of 3s. Or we can just click. So that doesn't help us. That's 1 there, now 1 out there. 1 out there doesn't help. Okay, that one helps. So that means all of this is safe. So this 4 will be that one safe. All right, welcome back, chat. We had to make a guess there. We made a couple guesses and somehow they worked. Didn't die, but we didn't make much progress. But thanks for sticking around during the ads. Welcome back. All right, so we need to do this guy with this one in it, and then this is going to transmit only that. Yep, perfect. Okay, and then items, input from the top. Yep, perfect. Okay, so I think we're good to set it up. All right, and that'll turn the machine on. So now the only other problem that... Oh, we're not outputting. Yeah, it definitely would help to output. Just thinking about what just happened where there was a tiny bit in here because this had produced a bunch at once. And I guess that really shouldn't happen. So we shouldn't need to worry about that. The plutonium... It seems like it's going up faster, so we should speed this up, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it is going down. Okay, it is going down. Okay, so then that means... Why is that empty? Oh, right, because we're tossing it all into this guy. Yep. Alright. Everything seems good over here. We could speed these up, but at the moment, I don't think we need to. Yeah, everything's got somewhat of a buffer. This one doesn't because this guy's too slow. And if we speed it up a little bit... let's try 1. I mean, this is going up, so I suppose that does mean... Or is it going up? Yeah, it was going up. So this will eventually back up. It just wasn't running. Wow, why does that... It's like crazy slow. Okay, everything looks good. Let's disconnect that one. And our fuel shouldn't be going up or down. It should just be staying because we're not producing more than 1 millibucket a second or per tick. Okay. So let's go home. And so this should also take care of this, right? If this fills up, pipe will fill up, the machine would fill up, and then this barrel would fill a little bit and then turn it off. Yeah, I mean, it seems like a good shut off, right? I mean, realistically, I'd like this to have more than half a barrel in it, but... I suppose we could fit in a the manual lever. If I put... Okay, let's see if we can play with this a little bit. So if I put the analog lever right here and we set this to like 5. And we put a piece of redstone right... Oh, I had some in my inventory. If we put that there, So that should also work, right? Suppose that means we don't need the repeater. This could also be just a piece of redstone. Like that, right? It should do the same thing. I guess let's test it. Turn that guy off, so this will start gaining. Okay, so then if we set this down to a 1, that turns on and that goes away. Excellent. That seems good to me, chat. It seems good to me. Okay. Let's go home. Also means we don't have to hear that thing, which is really nice. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, jetpack on. Those ones and these ones. So we can do one more, right? It's at 30? 28 rather? Yeah. Do kind of think we should probably turn off the masticator, but getting Inferium might be worth it, I guess. So we can't tell this to only attack the masticator. Oh, actually we should probably be storing the molten cores again, right? So I think something wanted the molten cores. Right, didn't we? Yeah, it was a compressor wanted the molten cores. Upgrades, void. And magma, is that what it was? Molten cores, there you go. You got yourselves a home. Yeah, we should put plastic in a spot too. Plastic. Drawer. Voids. Alright, 6 and 1, right? Okay, we can lock it. And then place it somewhere. Okay, so there we go. Now we got plastic sheets. Definitely could have done that myself, but also let's see what it'll anything else that just sits in the chest. Okay. So next. I thought I saw a creeper out of the corner of my eye. So we did that. We don't have oil coming in. We'll have to deal with that later. So now we have the Black iron coming in. And this was so that we could make these guys, the black iron slate. So let's set up a recipe for that. Multi-servo plates. All right. So then the other part of it, the luminescence, requires sulfur trioxide, a lot of it, 500 millibuckets of it, and molten refined glowstone. So the refined glowstone, that's fine, right? We have a seed for that. Although, why do we have 34,000 of these and 20,000 of these? Because didn't we create the, it looks like this is crafted 3 at a time. This is crafted 2 at a time. Could that really be the case though? But also we don't need that craftable anymore. Glow. Refined. Osmium, that guy. Don't need you in there. Let's just take a quick... Oh man, there's no chance I figure out where the obsidian is though, right? I guess we should be able to find it based on looking at crafters. And then from the crafter, we should be able to backtrack for it. Compressed iron, aluminum. Oh, there it is. Refined obsidian. It definitely looks like it's running. Yeah, it just seems slow. Okay. I guess we could work on some Botania maybe. Be a good change to what we've been doing. So for Botania, where are you? Up here. Need to work on getting to the guy. Oh, is the Gaia gonna be a scary fight? I wonder. It shouldn't be with the regen and the resistance, right? Yeah, it should be fine. We already have this set up. Glimmering living wood. You're gonna make me craft one of those? I guess so. I mean, I could break this. Sure. So then we just need to start this back up and just use up a little bit of mana. Not usually a ton of damage, usually just annoying, yeah. Yeah, that's a good reminder too to mute the that choo 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 noise. Oh wait, it didn't even pick it up. Oh, is it because I'm using a different I'm using glimmering living wood log and they want glimmering living wood. I see. Gotcha. Living wood. Glimmering living wood. Okay. Are you happy now? Thank you. So what did we not get? We didn't get elf glass and didn't do elven quartz, which is just regular quartz, interestingly enough. All right, we want quartz. Okay, and then we'll want some mana glass, which don't have any. Was that just regular glass? It is. All right, I forgot I have a magnet. It's just not going to work like that anyways. All right, there's our elf glass. Not going to bother automating the portal here when we can do the automated portal. You know, the actual automated portal. Yeah, and it's not very expensive. I think the main thing we'd have to do is get the mana first. Yeah, this guy. Although, will this... Maybe this just takes a spark. And then the mana battery is just for larger battery. This guy. What do you require? Elementium, band aura in the plate. Yeah, let's try making this guy. Although, is there a reason to make that one? Is there the higher tier one? This one, the elf steel crafting. Oh, there's no automated one for this guy. Gotcha. So this uses half of a mana pool to make Terra Steel. But it's the same over here, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the same. Okay. So there's no benefit in doing it in this one is what I was curious. We do need to make the Terra Steel seeds. So we'll need to do 36 of these. We should start making those. So we need mana steel. We need mana pearls. We need mana diamonds. Mana diamonds. And then mana pearls are just regular pearls, regular pearls. All right, so 36 of those. Turn off our magnet. All right, so we'll have to do this like probably 4 or so times each until we run out of mana, and then we'll have to come back and do more. How many more do we have? We have 1, 2, 3 pools left. All right, we'll do one more. Okay. Terra, yeah. So that's all we have. So this guy is Elementium, which is free now, right? Yep. So what are we missing? Just the band? Runa Mana, which is Mana Steel, Mana Pearl. Mana Pearl, Mana Steel. 5, I think. Then we want Living Rock And the wand. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, there we go. And this is going to use a single terrasteel. Is that worth it? I think so. All right, that was this guy, nope, this guy, this guy, this guy. This one. All right, so now we can do that. Bim. Let's grab some dirt, fill in the hole. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay. And so then this one, this one, this one. I really hope this doesn't require the mana battery. Okay, so then we do that. All right, perfect. Looks good. Is this... Oh, it stores its own mana. Oh, interesting. And that's a mana pool's worth of mana? Huh. Okay, I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that. Okay, but that's fine. I mean, it looks like it should work. Although, does that also mean that it won't pull from these guys because these are set to primary? So do I need maybe I need a spark on here on like the dominant? Yeah, there you go. Then it'll pull from everything. Okay, so there you go. So now that guy just holds all the mana. And then these guys will get filled. Okay, that's fine. And I guess let's just validate. Yeah, exactly what you expect. Okay. Youch. so little mana. Okay, so we'll have to remember to go back to that. But we did make that. We made that. Well, we attempted to do some Botania, but we'll have to come back to it. Gaia required Elementium, Pixie Dust. It requires Elf Steel. Interesting. Okay, and then Elf Steel requires setting this guy up. Okay. Not having practical in Botanica? In Botania. Practical? What's practical? Is that a mod? And I suppose we do have the storage in here as well. Oh, particles. Particles. Gotcha. The particle effects. Gotcha. Yeah, particle is LE, so it was confusing me. Auto mess up? No, you're fine. But yeah, having the particles look like these just blobs is weird. I agree. All right, but these are all working, right? Yeah, it seems like everything's just working. I suppose we could add more. Are these back ones working? They feel like they might be too far away. Says it can reach it. What about, do we have the botanical eye thing? The botany, the eye thing. Monocle. Yeah, I don't think we made that. Glass. Alright, and monocle. So I think we made this in one of them, but it looks like we didn't in this one. Alright, so what I wanted to see was the radius here. Yeah, it looks like they can still reach the the blaze rods. Okay, yeah, so they must all be running. Okay, so that'll be good for a while. So terrasteel seeds. So yeah, I guess maybe we work on the laser drill then. It seems like that'd be relatively easy to make, except for this guy. All right, let's set up a recipe for that. This one, this one, this one. Half a bucket of pink slime. We don't know how to make the simple machine frame, which requires latex, which we don't have latex over here. So we should probably be either storing latex or just get a storage bus on the tank. Probably put a storage bus on the tank. Because we have a storage bus on that one. So we would need to get a storage bus up here, which we don't have. We don't have a free spot for it. I suppose the sink can probably move. Wait, what's connected to the sink? Oh, this guy is. I see. All right, let's grab cables. So then we'll have an exporter and a storage bus. Let's get a thing for that one. Okay, so I was doing export and storage. And this is going to be extract only, configure, super high. This is going to be water. Alright. Let's put, actually we're going to need the cables. Okay, so we have 2 channels right there. I mean, that seems perfect, right? I'll just fill that guy up. Okay, so now we have access to latex. We do. Do we have 4 over there? We do. So then this machine here... Oh, I suppose, yeah, I could have just used the top, but I guess I'll leave this. We don't really need this here anymore, but okay, so now we can do whatever we were just trying to do. The simple machine frame. Simple machine frame. Perfect. Okay, and then the higher tier one is advanced. Advanced machine frame. Excellent. All right, cool. Is that not a... I kind of expected that to be a craft. I'm kind of surprised. Too bad this isn't like just a little bit cheaper. Something we could do sooner. That'd be really nice. Compressed iron casing. Interesting. I mean, this one I expect to be, you know, super difficult, but the temperature one, that'd be nice. I think Chrome Endless had that relatively cheap. You know, definitely not free, definitely not early game, but I think I had it in a kind of good spot. All right, so we can make the fluid laser base. Need a pick and everything else. Okay, fluid laser base, and then we need laser drills. We don't know how to make gold gears. And one of these. That's not the right thing. Okay, so now we can make the laser drill. Let's do just like 2, I'm sure will be fine. All right, and then we need a black lens. Just latex. Yep, perfect. There you go, Myrna. Black lens. Yep, perfect. We'll do this temporarily. Give me a lens. Perfect. Okay, so now where do we... I guess we want to put this over here, right? Can I? Is it still desert over here? It is. Excellent. Does this actually need to see the ground, I wonder? Where do I power? I power right there. But we want the oil to make its way over here. Oh, wait, I also have power here and there, right? Oh, I forgot about that. External heater, let's call this Metacraft. Okay, and then we can... that's gonna cause problems here. Hopefully not for too long. Let's get more blazing cables. Let's also do this guy. And maybe we move the cables underneath. All right, Metacraft. Oh wait, this has to go. Okay. Can I rotate this? I can. All right, so let's do basic, Metacraft. So then you'll go out that way. And basic, do we have any of those? We do. Okay, you'll be push, you'll be pull, push. Okay, so those guys are back to what they were. Excellent. So then over here, it's going to be push. These don't connect to each other, do they? They don't. All right, well, whatever. I guess we just replace it then. Okay, that will get that guy going again. Pull. Okay, and then where was the... So we can put these guys like right here maybe. All right, and then this guy right here. Okay, so you have a target, So these guys just need power. This is going to be push, push, and we connect them. And then we want to get some productivity and efficiency and stuff. Okay, so then this is, yep, slowly but surely. Let's get some blocks. Fill in the holes we created. Right, we still need to take care of the gasoline and the diesel. All right, did you create some? Not yet. So we have add-ons. We want speed. Well, we may not use speed over here, but processing probably and efficiency probably. Although processing might go on here instead, right? Nope. Okay, so that didn't work. That also didn't work. Okay, so then this guy, laser, fluids, crude oil, min 20, max 60. Gotcha. Crude oil. All right, now we just pipe it. Actually, let's, instead of doing that, how do I remove the lagging? Okay, easy enough. You and you. Okay, so this will generate 50 millibuckets not very quickly. So this is at 829.5. Okay, yeah, so it's not quick enough. Will this guy take productivity add-ons? Or processing add-ons? Does that produce more or anything? I have no idea. I doubt more than one helps. 892.4. Let's take this out so I can see what it's doing. Also wonder if any lower would help. Okay, if we put speed upgrades in here. I think that just uses a lot more power, but I mean, do I care? Is that 3,000? 2,000? Okay, because it does produce oil, but still pretty dang slow. But I suppose free oil is free oil, right? Okay, that definitely looks like it's producing it faster than we're using it. Okay. What happens? You put processing and speed upgrades in it? Oh, like speed in here, I wonder? Looks like I can't put speed in here. I put processing in here, but it didn't seem to... I don't know if it did anything. What about efficiency? Oh, efficiency drops it to 16 at least. Instead of 20. I don't... Does that mean efficiency didn't do anything here? Oh, went from 50 to 40. Okay. And then I think the processing makes this run do like 3 at a time instead of 1 at a time. Yeah, and so then the speed just makes it run faster. But yeah, if I put more processing in here, it doesn't care, right? Yeah. Still stays at 16 and still goes by 3. And then I assume making this lower does nothing, right? Yeah, it still goes up by 0.05, so yeah. Alright. How you doing, Toasty, by the way? I guess I didn't say hi. Hope you're well. Okay, but there we go. So now we don't have to worry about oil anymore. Seems like we're at a net gain. Yep. Those. So now we need a new TPP to take care of these two liquids. Gasoline and diesel. Thermo. What are those? Small tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. I mean, I suppose I could also just void them. No, but I guess we do want kerosene, though. Specifically, kerosene is more useful than the LPG, I think, but... Been in and out all day. Oldest had a flag football game. And then we took the kids and your mom to lunch to a local wing spot. Now we're packing up some stuff to make room for the baby. Gonna run to the storage unit tomorrow. Gotcha. Nice. Other than that, you're doing well. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. We made some progress. We've added some automation of destroying stuff. He struggles to survive. Biggest fan. Welcome, Prototype. But yeah, we made some new automation. We got our reactor, our fission reactor running. I should probably go check on it and make sure everything's still good. Let's put on our suit. Yep, everything seems good over here. Still running. It's not backing up. The whole place isn't radiated. We still have 70 buckets of fuel. And we now have 34 buckets of polonium. And yeah, it definitely looks like we're draining the plutonium and the kerosene, which is good. Because once everything starts to back up, then the reactor will turn off. And I guess in case anybody missed how we did that, we're just using this buffer here of plutonium. So it'll back up in here, it'll back up in the pipe, and then it'll back up into the barrel. And if the barrel gets halfway full, the redstone's going to turn on here, and you can hear the fission reactor right now. So if this turned on, it would turn off the machine just like that. And then everything would stop running, which is great. Oh, man. And then we're working on making some TerraSteel. So no kaboom. True. That is the intention. We just set this guy up, the agglomeration factory, which is just the agglomeration plate in a box, and it stores a mana pool's worth of mana in it. And so we have what we need to make the actually let's simplify that as well. Let's put all the TerraSteel in there. So we're trying to make the TerraSteel seeds, and we need to make 4 blocks of TerraSteel for it. So this is all the items that we need for TerraSteel. So we're just waiting for our mana, which takes a bit of time to generate. Although, you know what I never thought about? I can't just replace these, can I? Is there a good way, like if I just replace this guy with this, does it stay connected to all the flowers? Because are they based on location and not actual item? Looks like that works. Not what I meant, but that's fine. Okay, and then you as well. Okay, I don't know that actually does anything for us, but it will make it so that the spreaders never back up at least. And even though we've never fought a Gaia, we have a bunch of Gaia spirits. So might as well, you know, use them. I didn't actually think about that. What would be really nice is if we could get the, was it seeds? These things, the overgrowth seeds, but I don't think there's a way to get these in here other than finding them in random chests, which might mean we could get them in, if we did that flower that generates dungeon loot, we might be able to get the overgrowth seeds. But they don't even show up in the JEI, so I don't know if that means Like, I don't know if treasure loot shows up in JA or not. If we look up records, yeah. Yeah, so dungeon tests do show up. Yeah, I don't know. Because obviously we've gotten them somehow. But it doesn't seem like there is a visible recipe for it. I wonder if I should automate this. There's no redstone signal for this, right? Doesn't look like it. So we could do redstone with laser IO, do counting filter. All right, let's see what we can do here. Because I was thinking if I did a comparator on like one of these pools over here. Actually, maybe even this pool. If this pool is full, if that pool is just about full, then we can do laser IO. So put one there, and then move this over a block. Okay, so then we need this guy. Let's also go put our armor on. We don't need to be struck by lightning and die because I didn't put my armor on. Let's see, this is going to be this side. We want redstone. It's going to be input on yellow, sure. And then over here, this is going to be extract on yellow 111. Actually, I guess this doesn't matter. And then on this side, we're gonna do extract with yellow. We're looking for a high signal. And then we want a counting filter on that guy. And it's going to be 111. Okay, so now if we connect it properly, which was blue or purple, I don't know. That color, number 2, that might be even pink. Okay, and then if we connect to redstone, is this all in a chunk? Kind of. The important stuff will be in a chunk, so I guess that's all right. Okay, so now if we put all that away, so that means if this pool gets filled, it should kick this off. And if this pool gets filled, that means that it should have at least this pool with some in it, if not full. And then this pool with some in it, if not full. And then this pool with some in it, if not full. Yeah, I think that should all work out. And we need to take a break. I see, bot. I see. I wish I could test this, but I don't have a good way of testing this. Did everyone get that? There will be a quiz later. Yeah, there's no good way for me to do this. I suppose we could test it by taking out the putting the recessive in here. I don't really want to do this, but we could at least test it that way. So that should fill this bool up. We should turn this on, which should do something. Doesn't seem like it is. Let's also get rid of the spark. Okay, so the this part is working, but it's the laser node is not. Input redstone on channel 4. High redstone signal channel 4. This is extract. Oh, you dummy. Okay, and then that should empty. Perfect. And now it's not full anymore. Excellent. Perfect. All right, and then we do want to do an extract as well. So let's set that one up as well. So this is going to be extract on, let's go with black. And then this will be insert on black. There we go. Perfect. All right, automation working, chat. Automation working. So that means when we come back next time, which will be tomorrow, this should hopefully be all done with these, and we'll have 36 Terra Steel. Because everything should continue to work while we are offline. All right, chat, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. We made some good progress today, although we didn't get to do a lot of Project Nope Zone because of extra time with speedrunning Map Pack 4. The speedrun of Map Pack 4 didn't go amazing, but you know, it went well. It went well. We got all, or actually, I suppose we had a decent run going if you exclude slime pearls. As long as you exclude slime pearls, it went really well. But yeah, so we'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be playing more Project Nope Zone. We'll be starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, thank you all so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for being here. Is there anyone that we can just go quickly raid? Because I'd love to just kind of drop off and what about over here? I wonder how long once Twitch actually learns. Yeah, sure. Let's go raid Death Ridge. I don't actually know if I've ever been able to raid Death Ridge, so he is not family friendly, chat. But he is a ton of fun, very entertaining. He's been around Twitch a long time, so if you know Minecraft, you probably know Death Ridge. But yeah, let's go raid. Never mind. Death Ridge doesn't allow us to raid him. Okay, well that stinks. That's unfortunate. I guess that means I won't be able to raid him. I was hoping for somebody to unmodded. So I guess we're not going to. All right. Well, that stinks. So I guess that's gonna be it for tonight then, chat. go find somebody amazing to go say hey to. I mean, you can go over to Death Ridge. But thank you everyone. Thank you Picticon. Thank you Toasty Fish, Dweezil. Hope everybody is doing amazing. Looks like I need to click snooze again or else this is going to happen. But yeah, I hope everybody has an amazing night, amazing day, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good day. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.